This is Invest Now America, and I'm your host. This is the second, I guess you might say, part two on message to the black woman. It's about black women and building wealth. It's about black women and building passive income. When you prosper a woman, you prosper future generations. When you prosper a woman, you prosper a nation. You really see that in the African continent. Many of the entrepreneurs on the African continent, different African nations, are women. And those women are in turn taking care of families and communities. When you prosper a woman, you prosper generations. When you prosper a woman, you prosper a nation. And this is why I really wanted to do a series where I talk from the heart to black women in the United States of America about their urgent need to build wealth. And not only their need to build wealth, but their ability to build wealth. I think we need more people in the United States just speaking directly to black women saying, build wealth. That is something you can do. It is something you should do. Now, I want to say this. There's a difference between building wealth and having riches or getting rich. I want you to get rich. Well, if you get rich, that's fine, but you really want to be focused on building wealth. And as I said in my prior podcast, if you can't define wealth, it's very difficult, nearly impossible for you to achieve it. You have to be able to define wealth. And I'm going to tell you what wealth is in some very simple terms. Wealth is, listen to me, take notes if you have to. Wealth is where you own, O-W-N, more than you owe, O-W-E. Wealth is where you own more than you owe. Let me give a quick example. It does not matter if you're making $10 million a year. That's great. But it doesn't matter if you're making $10 million a year and yet you're $20 million in debt. That means you owe more than you own. You're $10 million in the hole. And boy, if I ever wanted to be in the hole, I don't want to be $10 million in the hole. I'd rather be $10,000 or $100 in the hole because it's going to be easier for you to get out of that hole. All right? Wealth is where you own more than you owe. And so what should you own? Clothes and cars. Well, it's okay. Obviously you got to have clothes and obviously you got to have cars or a car. But you want to own, your focus should be on owning a financial instrument that puts money in your pocket. It's called an asset, A-S-S-E-T. You want to own a financial instrument that puts money in your pocket and keeps money in your pocket and keeps flowing or putting more money in your pocket. That's what you want. You don't want to buy something that either depreciates in value, which means decreases in value, or costs you money. That's it. So let me give you a quick example of that. Let's say you buy a car. Say you buy a car for $10,000. Well, that car you got to spend insurance and maintenance and emergency repairs and gasoline. See, that's taking money out of your pocket. And I'm not saying you don't need a car. I'm not saying you shouldn't get a car, but I'm just telling you the reality is that vehicle is taking money out of your pocket. But let's say you buy a $10,000 vehicle like you did before, but this is a vehicle you would use to pick up people and take them to their medical appointments. Or where you could just let it be known, hey, if you guys need a ride somewhere, give me a call. I'll come pick you up and you pay me and I'll take you there. Or you use the car to deliver packages. Or maybe you use the car for, what do they call that, Uber and all this other kind of stuff. Now that vehicle is putting money in your pocket. And if you do this consistently, it's consistently putting money in your pocket. Now it's an asset. Here's one asset I'd highly recommend for black women to buy. Now, please bear in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice per se, but I am giving you food for thought that you should research. I'm giving you food for thought that you should definitely research. It's called do your due diligence. And so, having said that, I want to tell you this. Listen to me. Take notes if you have to. Buy stocks. Buy stocks or shares in publicly traded companies. And one of the best places you can do that is at stockpile.com or Ameritrade. There are other places, but those two are pretty good. And you can start a stock account or a stock portfolio at those two places for, with stockpile.com, it could be for $5. And I think at Ameritrade, you can probably start at $50 or $60. But you need to start building a stock portfolio. You need to start building a stock portfolio. If you're a black woman in the United States of America and you keep talking about how you want to uplift the community and do for young people and all this other kind of stuff, you need to build a stock portfolio. Otherwise, you're not serious. You're just not serious. So, I'm going to conclude this podcast right now with that. I want to urge people, whether you're male or female, black or white, to go visit my Facebook page, Invest Now America. Become a friend. Check out the many videos I post there. And some of those videos, you can, the ones I put up there, please like them, share them. Every so often I'll do some Zoom-based conferences. Please, check them out. Pay the little entry fee. I need to get some cash flowing so I can keep doing what I'm doing. And so if you see any value in what I'm doing, go to that Facebook page, become a friend, encourage your friends to become friends, and then join some of our paid online programs. And that's about it. Invest Now America. I'm your host. Keep in touch. We got more coming up.